Good afternoon, everybody. It's Lynn, the leather bag lady. How are you all today? Yes, I'm home, back from my travels to Sarnia, which is where my mom's twin sister lives, and unfortunately, my uncle is in hospital, and just a very sad situation. He has dementia and ended up getting pneumonia, which created an episode of delirium, which very sad. So it definitely wasn't a pleasure trip this time, but we did have some fun. My mom and my aunt are identical twins. It's incredible. They send each other the same cards, the same gifts, just different colors. It's amazing. But they are a lot of fun together. Absolutely a lot of fun together. So I don't need any encouragement to be silly and to be rude and all those things. So we really did have moments of fun in a very sad visit. But I got some good stuff. Oh my goodness me. I got some good stuff. I don't know whether I should give you a you know what I will do at the end. Sorry, I'm going to do what the television people do. They save the last bit till the end so you watch the whole thing. Anyway, it is what time is it? It's 5 after 2 on Saturday. So I'm going to do a video today and tomorrow, hopefully, to kind of catch up on what I wasn't able to do while I was away. Didn't get much sleep, so I was really tired, and I did that one video the one night, and I just kind of forgot the next night. So anyway, see how bright it is, Leather Bag Lady weather report, but it's -10. It was -20 when I left Sarnia yesterday. What a dodgy drive that is from Sarnia to London. Oh my goodness me. It's scary. Anyway, today's bag is a lovely bag. It's a little different, and I've stuffed it for you just because being a fabric bag, it just really would look like crap without it being stuffed. So, some interesting components to this bag. It's from Bauer. I think it's listed already. I've put it early 2000s, but really it's a 90s bag. It's very in keeping with the late 80s, 90s roots. And I mean, this beautiful braided strap is kind of where I start that decision making, the evidence for that. Beautiful brass buckle. It's got side pockets. Oh, they are little magnets, so you don't have to worry about that buckle. And another one on the other side. I just love this thick canvas and leather combination. There's a pocket on the front, which is a little unique. So the pocket has a couple of slip pockets, but the one slip pocket you can get to because this is open. So you can close and still get into the back slip pocket. There are a couple of little marks. You can't even really see them on camera. But you know me, I always let you know. There's Bauer, and it's on all of the little accent pieces here. It's a drawstring bucket bag, and this is all leather, woven leather. There is a little bit of damage just where the bag, you can see it right there. It's not affecting the rope any. It's just where it cinches that it's kind of come a little loose. But it really doesn't affect the bag. I wouldn't be one to cinch it. So to be honest, once it's opened up, you don't even see it. It's right there, but you don't even really notice it. And let's stand back for you. It's a pretty big bag. It's interesting. I really like the kind of denim thick canvas and the pockets. And as I said already, this is all leather trim. And let me take the stuffing out of it. It holds an awful lot, because it's not going to be as poofy as that with all your stuff in it. So inside, there's your Bauer leather tag. There's a zipper pocket with and more of that beautiful braided leather zipper pull. And there is a very small foam pouch, which dates it kind of that mid to late 90s. And then the slip pouch there. On the bottom, it's a lovely bag. I've had it for a while. There was some marks on it that I wasn't sure I was going to be able to get out, but they've come out beautifully. And yeah, that's today's bag. And it's been priced accordingly for, you know, the little bit of damage on the woven rope area. And shipping has gone up. I shipped 4 bags yesterday and it was over $100. And yeah, that it's starting to get a little bit ridiculous, but what am I going to do, right? So there you go. That's today's bag. So our history piece today is talking about the early 1900s now. And we're talking about when the word handbag started to be used, which they have decided that that's when it was. So men started to carry briefcases or document folders, which I have a bunch of those, which I haven't got to yet. Now, the thing that's kind of cool is when the paper money came into be in the UK, that changed the whole wallet game, because now, and the old British paper money was huge. It was really big. So they needed a wallet that was big enough to hold the notes. And also, most men in the UK wore a suit jacket just out and about. So they would slip their wallet in the inside pocket. So the wallets would be very flat and obviously big enough to handle these notes. And of course, I have a couple of examples for you because I don't know if I can angle you down. That is one of my suitcases that's full of vintage wallets right there. And there's another one below it right there. So yeah, hoarder. So here's my examples for you. So let me grab, I've got a couple of like little, yeah, that's maybe not the best example. Yeah, even that's bigger than a normal men's wallet now. So this is the kind of, you know, wallet that we're used to men carrying now. Mexico, that's a little vintage piece right there. So when you put that up against what they would carry, it's probably not far off the same width. A little bit extra here, but obviously much larger because they didn't fold the bills. The bills, I don't have an example. I'm tripping over all the bags that I got on my trip. They're on the floor here. I've got a pile that need to be, I've got my vintage pile right here, and I've got a pile that aren't vintage that need some TLC. So that's kind of what I'm working with now. So anyway, these are my 2 vintage examples of men's wallets in the early 1900s, and not even that late. Like we're talking 1940s, 50s here. So inside, oh, well, maybe this is made in Canada, so this really isn't the best example. Oh, the next one's kind of unique. This isn't even really the best example. Let me see if I've got anything else here that is, yeah, no. Where the heck? They must be all in the other the other suitcase. Well, that's kind of crazy. Yeah, a lot of these are made in Canada. I was looking for a UK example. Yeah, they must be mostly in the other in the other suitcase. Yeah, that's another one of those travel wallets. Cool color, eh? So, this is, oh my God. I almost wrecked one of these bags that I've just found. Pocket daytimer, senior size, polished cowhide, made in Canada. So these are the slip pockets where the bills would be. So this isn't a UK example. I guess maybe you had one credit card back then, and then this is for your checkbook, and then there's additional pockets. And then this guy is English Morocco. Oh, this is kind of cool. This has got some nylon, so this is probably a little bit later. And it has a zipper. And these are, is that ripped? No. Well, I don't think so. There's your container, but this has a little address book. How cool is this? Talk about little black book. Oh, I wonder if there's any addresses or names in it. No. This guy was obviously a lonely guy. He's got nothing in his little black book. And that would find its way in here. What's in here? Oh my good Lord. Look at this. It's for stamps. That would just be so the sticky wouldn't stick to your wallet. How cool is that? There you go. And that would, actually, I've done it wrong. So let's do it right. So you would have your address and stamps sticking out like that. So this is just an example, and not the best example because these are, well, this one's made in Morocco, but this is a little bit more in keeping with what that 50s example is that I wanted to show you. It's kind of, it's not a pebbled leather, but it's got a grain on it, whereas this one doesn't. But this is the size, and the gentleman would put them in their inside pockets, and those are good examples of those wallets. Anything else? Yeah, the pound note was replaced the gold sovereign in 1914. These are not examples of 1914 wallets, but the paper money started, and I mean back early, it was huge. It was almost like a sheet of paper. If you watch any historical, even I think Downton Abbey, you see the huge, when the land renters, the tenants would come and pay their, I think it was biannually. It was after the harvest. They would pay their rent, or once a year, something like that. Oh, and then there were Dorothy bags. These were little drawstring bags that matched their gowns. So there you go. Even I'm learning something. So that was early 1900s. So there you go. We've got our history piece, a couple of not great examples, but close enough just so you got a idea of the size. And that's that. I'm going to put these away. Put that away. What is this one? Champion. Little coin purse here. Love it. Just love this stuff. And that's that burgundy leather that I love so much. So there we are. That's it for today. Hopefully you're having a good weekend. It's Saturday. Like I said, you don't usually hear from me on a Saturday, but I'm trying to make up for lost time. And the best way to do that is to work on the weekends. So there we go. Have a great rest of the day. I'll speak to you tomorrow. I don't think anything's going to come up unless something, my uncle takes a turn for the worse and I've got to fly back to Sarnia, I guess. But yeah, Mom's going to be there for quite a while. And yeah, I kind of went looking at houses for Mom and Dad and trailer parks for me. I kind of, I don't know. Some of them were really dumpy though, but For those of you who are in the States, we do not have trailer parks the same way you do. Our trailer parks are very heavily regulated by the government. They will not, for the most part, allow parks to have 12-month leasing spots. I think most of the parks that do have 12 months have them from way, 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 way back. They've been almost like grandfathered in. I know Bruce's Park kind of bartered with the town of Dunnville 2 years ago to see if they could maybe bully them a little bit into getting more 12-month spots, because the snowbirds had nowhere to go because of COVID. And I think they agreed to give them 12 spots, and they said, no, if we can't have all, we don't want any. So they went, okay. So I'm not sure if the park regrets doing that or not. But even if it went to 8 months or 10 months, it would be such a solution for a lot of people. Anyway, I'm about to have a hot flash. So I will say goodbye and have a great rest of the day, and hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.